most common mistakes people make with their posts? Give us like 3 to 5 your worst nightmares.
Dead simple, straight up, talk about themselves. I just did this, I just fed my cat, I just posted a photo, I just posted a video. No one cares less about what you did, not even your mum, okay? They want to know about themselves and what's in it for them. That is the number one mistake. You avoid that one. All these automated get 10,000 followers garbage. Forget all that stuff. Anyone starts sprouting that, run as fast as you can. Stay right away from that.
And people want to, if you want people to listen to you, you want people to buy from you, you want people to be part of your audience, you want people to be part of your life, you want to network with them either by writing books, as I do, or speaking on the public stage, or social marketing. You've got to understand the number one rule, and that's what's in it for me, about you. And word of mouth marketing is still the most special of all, and somehow that's getting missed with social media. But we've got an expert here in social media who's going to tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Beanie, you call yourself a talent brand manager. What actually is that, and what do you do?
So, Barry's got certain assets in his business that he's had for a long time, okay? He's had them offline, and stuff like his CD that he's got here, Unexpected Hero, and his book as well, Take the Bull by the Horns. Now, even by his own admission, he was reluctant to get online, although the book is on Amazon. He was reluctant to go onto a lot of platforms, as in Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all the rest of it. What I do is show him a pathway to take that stuff online, how to make the same connections. I'm not trying to change anything that he did offline. What he did offline was perfect and it worked, and we know that because we saw the results that Toombul Music got. We just take that same philosophy and I just show him online, hey Barry, you need to run a 30-second Facebook video here, you need a 2-minute YouTube video here, you need to put that up on your blog, that needs to go on a sales page. I show them the process of how it works online because people are very hard to manage online. Their attention span's gone in a matter of seconds. So I just manage him as in showing him what to put, where to put it, and how.
He was a master of making people feel important, and that's why they kept coming back day after day, year after year to his shop. I grew up in a little place in central Queensland called Rockhampton, and every school holidays, my dad would say, "Quick kids, get in the car, we've got to go down and see Barry Bull. I've got to buy some new guitar strings." And it's the only place he'd go for his strings, 600 k's away from home. And it was all because Barry looked him in the eye after 6 months of not seeing him and said, "G'day Rob, how are you? How's Waylon? How's Eloise? How many gigs are you getting?" And remembered and genuinely cared. It's a rare, rare talent, but the people who have it seem to be successful in everything they do. And yet so many of us are nervous about interacting with other people, shy, reluctant. But I digress. Barry is making people feel important, a skill you learnt over your life or something you were born with?
No, I think it's how I would like to be treated. I was always taught in my early business years that treat your customers like you'd like to be treated, talk to them like you'd like them to talk to you, and it's so true. It's just valuing integrity.
So he's the talent?
Oh yeah, I'm not the talent.
And you manage his brand online?
Yes, very much. Very much so. We managed, as I say, to put those on the right platforms at the right time. Think about it, I had the NRL Grand Final last week. On the 5-8, right? I'll get the ball, find a gap, and say, "Here you go, Barry. Run through there, you'll score a try."
Go the Cowboys. That's all I'll say to that.
Don't go there, don't go there.
Sorry, Beanie.
You know,
Still not over that.
The point that Beanie makes, though, is that we so often in life, in whatever we're doing, we don't really know what to call ourselves. And when we were putting this session together, Beanie and I, the other day over coffee, I said to him, "Who are you? And what do you call yourself?" And he really couldn't easily tell me that in 3 or 4 words. I said, "I'll tell you who you are. You're a brand talent manager. And if you're going to work with me, I want you to manage my assets. Just the same as a manager manages a musician. Management is the missing thing in this industry. We all need management. So if I have somebody approach me to help me and do work, the first thing I do is I put the responsibility back on that person to manage the project, because Beanie is the expert at social media. He's grown up with that generation, he does it so well. But I don't want him to tell me how to do it. I want him to do it for me and manage the process.
Yeah, me too. It's sort of like speed dating though, really, is that'd be a real put-off to a person if someone just sat down and talked about themselves
Yes.
and
Yep.
you'd get over it pretty quickly. Same online. Okay, tip 2.
Automating, not building a character behind your presence, if you like.
Yeah.
Okay? Just punching posts out for the sake of people, because it's free, or people see it as free, they tend to post everything in the hope that someone will click on it, watch it, read it, go over there. If you had to actually pay for it, and I wish they would make every post that you had to put up someone had to pay for, people would think twice about what they had to do and whether that anyone would actually read it or take any notice of it. And a big tip here is, if you're not sure whether you should post it or not, you probably shouldn't, and have a look at it from not your own eyes, as in, this is my bit of stuff, I'm going to post it out and see who likes it. Read it and go, would I actually post that? If someone else posted that, would I read that myself? Would I click on it myself? Would I take any notice of it? And if the answer's no, go back and redo it. Look, that's something else that you can get someone else to manage, as in the day-to-day, put the text on the page, actually do the mechanics of it. You don't need to do that. But you're not going to get the message that you're going to get from Barry Bull. If I'm sitting there writing these posts for him,
No.
that's me, not him.
That's right. And so it's not going to be a direct translation of that old world networking in the modern realm, is it?
Exactly, that one-on-one connection they talked about with your dad, you do that same thing online. And he has to comment or jump in and still put the Barry Bull across. I'll just tell him whereabouts to do it.
You know, Beanie, let me ask you this question. With Facebook, it started off with photos and words, now it seems to be video. How important is video now to capture people's time, capture their attention?
Absolutely crucial. There is no better way to build that connection and to build it fast. There's certain strategies that you need to use, because you've got about 7 seconds to grab someone's attention. In that first 7 seconds, you've got to sell them on the idea of watching the rest of the video. So it's a sales pitch straight up. I don't care what you're doing, what you're selling, it's a sales pitch straight
Now,
up.
what's the average or perfect length of time for a message or for a performance to get attention on video?
You've got to remember all the time where content's getting consumed. Most content these days is getting consumed on this thing, okay? So people are busy, they're watching it on there. So